Why do I still play Legacy?
It's where it started.
Because of nostalgia.
Returning to my roots.
The tutorial world.
Combat.
The community.
To bring people together. Hi, I'm LoafehBread. I'm a small Minecraft Legacy content creator. Apologies in advance. This video is completely just raw and, my thoughts. So if it gets kind of, yap seshy, I'm sorry. But when people hear that Minecraft Xbox One Edition or any Legacy version is my favorite version of the game, they usually assume it's because of nostalgia. But honestly, for me, it's a lot more than just nostalgia. Even dating back when Minecraft Xbox 360 Edition just came out, Minecraft Legacy has been my main game for years. It's the game that I always come back to. It's not because I'm chasing, old memories or nostalgia, but it's because it's where I've had my best experiences as a player and as a creator. Whenever I load up the game and I, make a new world or join another one, I don't see an outdated version of Minecraft. I see projects I want to build, like servers I want to create and stuff that I can bring from my head into Minecraft. And honestly, this is the best place to do it. Well, Legacy is really what made me fall in love with Minecraft in the first place. So many people treat Minecraft Legacy like it's, a piece of history. Legacy, it's nostalgic for me, sure, but it's not nostalgic, because I still play every single day. To me, Legacy Minecraft is about creating in the community, and that's really what this short video is about. Like Minecraft Legacy, it's about getting a group of friends or a community together and making something cool. It's about bringing people together and hosting events and making videos, making content, making servers even. And it's about showing people that this version of the game still has so much life left in it that people are just completely just denying or forgetting about. That's another reason why I don't really like a lot of the Minecraft Legacy slop content. And it's everywhere. There's nothing we can really do about it, but it's generally everywhere. And that's just not Minecraft Legacy. It's nostalgic, sure. But if people are constantly looking, backwards in time instead of where the game is now and how it can still be played and still be enjoyed by thousands, what I'm trying to say is nobody's asking what we can do next in this game, and instead they're looking at it as a dead old game that nobody plays. Also, another reason why I play Minecraft Legacy isn't just because of servers and stuff, but I want to help make Legacy Minecraft better. I want to make things and make servers that keep people interested in this game because they're fun and creative and new. But honestly, at the end of the day, Minecraft Legacy is purely about community, and not only community, it's about opportunity. It's the game that shaped so many of us as young adults or even teenagers, and it's a game that I genuinely care about.
Hey guys, it's Kat. Today we're playing the best edition of Minecraft ever, and that's the Legacy Edition. But why do I still play a discontinued version of Minecraft? Well, the answer is I don't really know. It just kind of feels right for me, and I think that it feels right for a lot of people. I actually started playing Minecraft in the Java edition, and it was only in 2020 that I first picked up a copy for the Xbox 360. And honestly, I didn't even think I was gonna like it, but as soon as I tried it, I was like, oh wait, this is Minecraft. You know what I mean? I loved limited size worlds. I love the crafting. I love the look. I was like, this is perfect. And I think that one of the best things about Minecraft is that there are so many different editions of the game. There's a perfect edition out there for everyone, and I'm just lucky enough to have found the perfect edition for me. My best memories in Legacy Edition all involve the amazing community. Everyone in this community is so super nice. They're all so passionate for this version of the game. I have so many good memories playing with some of you guys, especially back in 2020 when everyone was bored during lockdown and we'd all hang out on Friday nights in an Xbox 360 world. It was so much fun. Now, even though I do play a lot of Bedrock, I think Legacy is always going to be my favorite edition. So I really want to thank you guys, everyone in the community. Thank you for continuing to play this edition, to talk about this edition, to make videos about this edition, all that kind of stuff. It's just amazing. You guys are all great. And please, please, please never stop playing Legacy Edition. I guess that's all for me. Bye.
My name's Leading. I make Xbox 360 edition videos on Minecraft, and I've been asked to say what I love about Legacy, what Legacy means to me, and why I think people still play Legacy today. What I love about Legacy is just the fact that it has that appeal of not being so modern to the point where there's so much new stuff that you don't know what's going on. Like I haven't played in months, and then there's just 1,000 new things I have to learn. Legacy is my roots. I already know what's going on. So it's just like it's like returning to my roots and returning to something I already know, something that's familiar. It reminds me of what I used to have whenever I was younger playing Legacy, while also having, you know, the new knowledge of being able to build better than I did whenever I was younger. So that's why I still love and play Legacy. What Legacy means to me is basically what I just said. Whenever I would play Legacy as whenever I was younger on Xbox One Edition, it was like the greatest thing ever. Me and my friend had this massive freaking giant, I don't even know how to explain it. It was like a tree house. It was just on top of a bunch of dark oak trees, but it was just like a giant mansion that had so many different rooms, just like pool room. We made our own like jail, our own shops in it, all on Xbox One Edition whenever you're younger. This was like 9 years ago. I don't even know at this point, but it was just like, that's one of my most fond memories of playing Minecraft Legacy Edition, is hopping on every day after school with my friends and just building, messing around. Like I don't even think I ever made a survivor world and beat the Ender Dragon on Legacy Edition, just because of the sheer amount of building that I would do whenever I was younger. So that's what Legacy means to me. It's just a place for me to be more creative and build more. Remember the good times I had, I guess. I don't know. Why I think people still play Legacy today, probably the same reason as me. They are remembering how they played the game whenever they were younger with that new knowledge, so they can build even better on a objectively better version than Bedrock. In my opinion, Legacy Edition is just the better way to experience Minecraft on console. I'm so angry that they discontinued it, because Legacy could have been the greatest way to play Minecraft of all time by the way they were doing it, because it's just a Java port, but on a more convenient and more accessible way to play it. Honestly, one of the best ideas ever. In my opinion, Legacy is the greatest way to play Minecraft on console. If you want a good experience to play Minecraft on console, go play that. And yeah, this has just been my segment. I will see you guys in the next one.
Hi, my name's TheMinecraftArchitect. I still play the Legacy editions of the game because of their unique features like the minigames, DLC, and controller optimizations. It's clear that 4J Studios put so much love into these versions, and to see them get forgotten is the last thing I'd want to happen. I feel like the community enjoys these versions too because of the nostalgia factor, and also because they're just so unique. Most of them haven't been updated almost a decade, and it's fun to play a version of Minecraft with limitations like a small world size and a limited block palette for building. I'm grateful that there's still a community for these versions, and I hope they can be enjoyed for many years to come.
Hello everybody, my name is Bobby Boy, and I've been playing Legacy Minecraft for about 4 years now. And why do I still play it? And why should you play it if you haven't already? Let's take a look at this terrain generation. I love this. If you look at modern Minecraft, it's so much more realistic. This one is more, kind of arcadey type generation. It doesn't look like real life. It's so much more simpler. And let's look at another thing. Let's look at this map. Everything in this map is what you're limited to. And, if we look to the northeast, there's a mushroom biome. There's maybe 2-3 villages in this world. That's what I'm limited to. The blocks, the structures, I'm limited to that. And let me give you an example of blocks. Let's take a look at my build. We got bricks and we got red terracotta. I chose to use those 2 blocks just because there's not too many red blocks. There's maybe 1, 2, that could count as 3. There's 4, there's only like 10. And if you look at newer Minecraft, there's probably like 20. You're having to use your imagination a lot more. And my next thing is the community. It is such a smaller community and so much easier to get into. Compared to Bedrock, if you go onto Bedrock and you go onto one of their servers and you find maybe 2 or 3 people to play with, you play with those people and you leave, you get on next week, you're not finding them again. If you didn't friend them already, they're gone. Compared to Legacy Edition, if you get on, play some battle minigame, you get off, you're gonna probably remember the people that you played with next week. You're gonna look at the list of people on there and you're gonna be like, oh, I remember that guy. And that's why I play it. It's so much simpler. The people on here are great. It's so much easier to find people. And the last thing, of course, is building. You know, I love building on this. You may realize that this Minecraft version is a lot more grainy in its looks. And I love that. I love that about this. You know, the closer you get, the better it looks. But the further you get, the more grainy it looks. I love that thing. You know, you may not like it, but I do.
Hey everyone, I'm Aiden, also known as aydenfyp. First off, if I sound tired, I'm recording this half asleep, so please bear with me. I've been playing Minecraft since 2012, and honestly, Legacy is just the version I grew up with. It's what I think of when somebody says Minecraft. People ask me all the time why I still play Legacy in 2026, and honestly, it's kinda hard to explain. It's definitely nostalgic, but I don't think nostalgia is the main reason. Legacy just feels more like Minecraft to me. The tutorial worlds, the music, the mini games, that's what I spent so much of my childhood playing. I have so many good memories on those versions that it's hard not to keep coming back to. I also don't think I'd be making Minecraft content today if it wasn't for Legacy. That's really where everything started for me. I've met so many awesome people through this community, made a whole bunch of friends, and even had chances to be part of projects like this. I've never would have thought that a game I started playing back all the way in 2012 would still be such a big part of my life. I think that's why so many people still play Legacy. Everyone has their own reason, but I think for a lot of people, it's just their home. It's the version they grew up with, and no matter how much Minecraft changes, Legacy is always there to go back to. Don't get me wrong, I do still like modern Minecraft. I think it's awesome, but Legacy will always be my favorite because it's where it started. Thank you and take care.
So the question is, why do I enjoy Minecraft Legacy? Why do I still play it? There's a lot of surface level answers here that could be as simple as it's the nostalgia, it's the creativity you can use from it, it is the memories that come along, it's, you know, there's a bunch of things. But for me personally, having restarted up Legacy after so many years and going beyond a 2-week phase, I think the best answer I can give is that this has been a vessel for me to grow something through streaming, specifically in content creation, that lights a fire in me and gives me a certain passion and helps me work towards a certain mission that I think is bigger than myself, for the first time in quite a while. This game, I think Minecraft in general is beautiful, and I think creativity, as much as it is something that we always believe at times isn't needed or is just something to be an outlier in terms of regular functioning society, I believe this is a game that can epitomize at times the necessity of creativity, whether that's working through boredom and learning how to use your imagination, or something to just give you peace, or something that ultimately allows people to connect with each other, and ultimately for my audience gives them a safe space and essentially a campfire to meet me around where we can have good conversation. This is that is, as of right now, the biggest reason why I enjoy this game, is because of the opportunity it has provided me, but also the people I've been able to meet through it, mostly through streaming, when they realize I'm playing Legacy, and it just gives them a flush of nostalgia, and it gives them, honestly, just a place where they can chill. And I think there's something, once again, to be said about the creativity part. We often think in life that, you know, creativity is more of a luxury, but it's actually a necessity. That's a quote by Ethan Hawke, the actor, and it's one of those things where, you know, we don't think about like how necessary it is until we are going through something so emotionally stressful, whether that's depression, whether that's sadness or anger, or we're going through something so amazing that we can't express it in words. I think Minecraft is a game that represents what you can do with creativity to sometimes express those emotions or just work through them. And that's why I still like Legacy. It's why I still play it. To me, it is just my comfort game, and it's something that allows me to build something that I am ultimately proud of, both in and out of the game.
Hello, I'm WarpWhistler, and this is why I love Legacy Console Edition. So for me, a big part of it is the building, and The limited blockout, even though it is in an older version, it allows more creativity to take place, which ends up in having more interesting and cool, like, unique structures. One other thing I like about it is the combat. Now, even though some of the versions are on 1.12, 13, 14, whatever, they still have the combat of 1.8. So for all you Hypixel players out there, this may be a little intriguing for you. Now, I have a lot of reasons why I love Legacy Console Edition, but the last one I'm going to mention is the limited world size. Again, I mentioned this in one of my videos, less is more, and that allows, again, more creativity and cooler things to be made. I honestly just like the idea of being able to take over the whole world, and I think that's really cool.
Legacy Console Edition has always meant a lot to me, and I think the reason people still play it today is because it has its own identity that newer versions of Minecraft do not fully replace. For a lot of us, Legacy was not just another version of Minecraft. It was the version we grew up with. It had the console feel, the old tutorial worlds, the minigames, the menus, the music, the controls, and all these little details that made it feel different. Even now, people still come back to it because it feels familiar, nostalgic, and fun in a way that is hard to explain unless you were there. For me personally, I stayed around Legacy because of the community, and because I love creating things for it. A lot of my work has been focused on research, preservation, open source tools, and helping push the community forward. I have always cared about making information more public, giving proper credit to people, and trying to make sure older research, tools, and projects do not just disappear over time. I may not be the most talented person in the community, but I have always tried to push for the best future for it. I believe in public projects, open source work, crediting people fairly, and giving others a foundation they can learn from. Legacy modding has always had so many talented people, and I think one of the best things we can do is make it easier for new people to understand what came before them and build something even better. A big part of my work has been around PS3 modding. I started the Ultimate Craft project, which became one of the more advanced mod menu projects for Minecraft PS3. It helped push what people thought was possible on Legacy Console Edition and contributed to a lot of progress in the PS3 community. For me, projects like that were never just about making a menu. They were about learning, experimenting, documenting, and seeing how far we could take the game. I also founded Project Lodestone, which is meant to be a free and open alternative for the community. The goal is to help people convert worlds, edit world data, work with NBT, research different Minecraft formats, and eventually make cross-edition world editing more accessible. I think that kind of work matters because the community should not have to rely only on closed or subscription-based tools to preserve worlds, move creations forward, or understand how the game works. I have also been involved with PCK Studio, which is an open-source tool for working with Legacy Console Edition PCK files. I am currently helping with its development and redesign, because tools like that are important for creators, modders, and people who still want to make new content for Legacy. To me, improving tools is one of the best ways to support the community, because it gives other people more freedom to create. That is one of the biggest reasons I still care about Legacy. It is not just nostalgia, even though nostalgia is definitely part of it. It is also the fact that there is still a diverse community of people who enjoy this version of Minecraft, create for it, research it, mod it, and keep it alive in their own way. Legacy Console Edition means memories, friendships, creativity, and learning. It is where I met people, where I grew as a developer, and where I found a community that still cares about something special. As long as people are still playing it, creating for it, and keeping that history alive, I want to keep being part of it. Thank you for this opportunity. This is EternalMods signing off.
It is the year 2026, humanity is looking towards the future, and I'm here actively choosing to play Minecraft on a console that literally came out a year before I was born. Yes, I still play Minecraft Legacy Edition on PlayStation 3 every single night, and no, my clock isn't broken, okay? Legacy to me means nostalgia and childhood memories with my siblings and cousins. But obviously, it's not just the nostalgia. Legacy Edition was literally made for consoles. It's clean, it's polished, and the menus don't feel like they were designed for a touchscreen phone. Plus, come on, the world sizes were limited, which means you don't get lost looking for your base for 3 real-life days. Plus, like, you can see your progress and everything you've built easily, whereas like on Bedrock or Java you have to kind of like search for it, because obviously you're going to be building and taking advantage of the infinite worlds. Legacy Edition is peak Minecraft, okay? And I will fight anybody in battle mode that says otherwise. And I'm not the only crazy one, okay? Every single time I stream the PS3 SMP, a ridiculous amount of people join and flood the Minecraft PS3 SMP and my streams. It turns out there is a massive group of Legacy Edition fans out there, and nobody else is feeding you guys content. Get it? because FeeDStunz. And sure, other creators might drop by the Minecraft PlayStation 3 edition niche just for a quick video, but they don't have the passion for it like I do, okay? But I'm here every night working, bro. I'm here every single night, every single day, editing, streaming. Nothing's gonna stop me from streaming and creating content on Minecraft Legacy Edition. Not vibrant visuals, not a lack of updates, and certainly not the Minecraft marketplace, that's for sure. Nothing. I've chosen my hill, and I'm building a dirt hut on it right now. So if you also missed the golden era of gaming, hit that subscribe button on the FeeDStunz channel. Let's keep the Minecraft Legacy Edition alive.
Hello, my name is SorrenDC, and I absolutely love Minecraft, but especially I love Minecraft Legacy Edition. It wasn't actually the first version I started on. I started way back in 2012 or 13, I want to say, on Pocket Edition. But then when I got an Xbox 360, me and my brother started playing the Xbox 360 version. And since then, Minecraft has by far been my favourite game. And I think part of what made it my favourite game is all of Legacy as a whole. And to try to describe what makes me love it so much is kind of hard just to fit into words, because it is genuinely just so amazing. I think a lot of people will say that people who still play Legacy over Bedrock, it's just like rose-tinted glasses, and looking back at it in a good light with nostalgia. But I think, well, that is partially true. But what makes it like that is you had so many great memories built on this version. This was where me and many others started playing Minecraft. This is what Minecraft is to us. Like, when Bedrock came out, I'm not going to just slander Bedrock, because I think still there are positives to it, but it's just like, you had something great for so long, and then it suddenly changes. Of course, you're going to prefer what you started off with when it seems like just a downgrade. I think the main reason I love Legacy and still play it to this day is just vastly because of nostalgia, because I just associate it with my childhood and stuff, and playing it with my friends coming home from school. But I would also say, if I had to pick on some gameplay aspects and stuff like that that makes me love it, I would probably say the building, like in creative mode and stuff, and just the way you fly about, as I'm doing right now. It just feels so, I don't know how to describe it. It's so smooth. It's just really nice. It's hard to describe to someone who's not played it and has only played Bedrock. And as much as like some people will say they like how it's got less updates, I kind of do wish this had more updates, but that is a charm of it that is stuck kind of in the past. Also, the lighting, as I look about the place in this, I don't know, it just looks so much nicer than Bedrock. But I just love the atmosphere and all the menus and stuff like that. It's just, 4J Studios kind of just perfected what it feels like. And there's the mini games as well, which are absolutely amazing. But yeah, I think the main reason why I love Legacy and still play it to this day is because this is Minecraft for me. This is where it all started, and this is where it will always be.
Hello, my name is SalableJ. I am a TikToker from Xbox One Edition Minecraft. I want to talk about why I still play Legacy and what it means to me. Legacy is a Minecraft version, should not be overlooked nor treated as a dead version of Minecraft. Creators in the Legacy sphere are streaming and creating content to those that enjoy Legacy are coming back to the game for nostalgia. Nostalgia is a huge factor for Legacy as well. Despite what people call us for being nostalgia blind, it is imperative that people realize console Minecraft was made for controllers, and that Bedrock's way of making controller players play is 10 times harder than what it needs to be. Legacy's UI, graphics, and gameplay are akin to the earlier days of Java Minecraft, despite it being far less updated than the current versions of Minecraft. The community has been steadily growing, and we see peaks infrequently, but one day Legacy will have its boom and we will see more people playing than ever before. The community currently loves Legacy for what it is and are constantly innovating new ideas, builds, and conversations to keep Legacy alive. Don't believe me? Most editions of Legacy have upwards of 2,000 people per version, and altogether we make up around 13 to 15,000 people still playing a discontinued version of Minecraft. The community is live, and most creators are actively making sure Legacy has a larger reach in gaming. Other than that, I hope you guys keep creating and keep reliving nostalgia.
Hi guys, I'm Salable, and I'm a Minecraft Legacy Edition YouTuber. I think there's a couple different factors why people still play and why I still play. This game has a sense of community, a much bigger one than I'd argue even modern day Minecraft has, and it's not it's a bigger sense of community, but a smaller community. And I've noticed that in a lot of games where when it's a smaller, tighter community, you feel more important and you feel like you belong. And, you know, it's easier to make friends and it's easier to have people to play with rather than having this large pool of people. It's a small, tight-knit community and they're very welcoming. And also, the game's simpler than modern-day Minecraft is. Modern-day Minecraft has a lot of features that it's hard for me to understand. I feel I've grown old and decrepit, and I just have a brain that doesn't comprehend things anymore. Now, obviously, I'm joking there. I'm not even, like, old or anything, but, like, a lot of these new features, to me, kind of just makes it feel like there's too much going on. And yeah, I think these features are cool, and I still go on and play Bedrock and Java, and I enjoy playing on these new features. Just, I like the old simple stuff, and I think a lot of other people do too. But yeah, so that's why I still play Minecraft Legacy Edition.
I still play Legacy Edition, mainly just because of how simple it is. You know, I'll cycle between all my consoles I have, so I'll cycle between the PlayStation, the Xbox 360, and, you know, it's so simple, and it's crazy that the communities are still so there, you know? What does Legacy mean to me? Legacy, I got the game in 2012, on Christmas, but one of the first things I did on January 13th, 2013, I started my very first channel, and that is when I first started making YouTube videos. So, Legacy is kind of the reason why I make videos. Why do I think people still play Legacy? I like to believe that people sometimes play it for nostalgia, but there's also those people out there who still like playing it because everything is just still so active. Everything is so active on this, and I think that's why. Because like when I play the mini games, especially in the Xbox 360, it is so packed with people. There is no empty servers on there at all, which is just insane.
People ask, why don't you play Bedrock or Java? Why do you still play Legacy? Well, I didn't grow up playing Java and Bedrock, man. I grew up playing Legacy. I remember daydreaming at school about just playing Minecraft with my friends, just waiting all day to get home and turn on my PS4, man. That's the difference, man. Legacy is different, bro, because you're not just another player, bro. You're part of the community. It's part of something bigger than yourself where you matter, bro, and that's the Legacy difference.
My name is Stuart, otherwise known as StuartisUnoriginal. I don't know if we have to introduce ourselves, but I'm doing that anyway. This is a world that some people might recognize, but if you don't know, this is a world I made to return to playing on Legacy console, specifically Xbox 360 edition, title update 13. And I want to answer some questions that I was given. The first being, why do I still play Legacy? And I think that, first of all, Legacy is actually just it's a very well optimized version of the game, especially for people who moved over to Bedrock like I did. And when Bedrock came out, that was a super psyched moment for me, but I actually didn't realize that I was going to be abandoning all the like fantastic optimization that this version has. I mean, I never had to deal with crashes, not many bugs or glitches. The worst of it is just when you load up the game, it hasn't recognized your audio settings yet, and you kind of get blasted with the home screen menu music. But I think that's actually what it comes down to. I open up a Legacy version of the game, that main menu just instantly transports me back to what it was like growing up playing with the game. And I think that a game that is still played, that can put you into that sense of like childlike wonder, should be revisited every once in a while, if only just for the sake of your inner child, I guess. I just personally get such a warm feeling coming back to these versions, and not to mention, they're actually just really well optimized for the consoles that they were made for. Unlike some versions of the game, you know what I mean? And what does Legacy mean to me? Well, I would say that I mentioned it a little bit, but any game that like you sit down to play and reminds you of your childhood, to me is just an intrinsically meaningful experience. It reminds me of being, I guess, the warmth and feeling of being, you know, held, that you can get from like sitting on a comfy couch when you're young, and you can sit down and it'd be like I don't know, midwinter, pouring with rain outside, and you know that you have nothing to do except chill and play video games. Maybe a few friends will hop online. You'll get that little Xbox notification at the bottom of your screen, or PlayStation for some people. And I just remember doing that so much and interacting with that so much when I was a kid, and not knowing how meaningful that was going to be. And I think that's what it means to me, basically. It's like a place of tranquility, which I've said before in a very old video of mine, growing up with Minecraft. But yeah, anyway, why do you think people still play to this day is the last question. And I think that that's got to be a hugely obvious one, which is that the community that was established on the legacy versions, some people might think is automatically the community that moved over to Bedrock. And a lot of the time that is the case, but actually I see them as quite distinct groups of people. You know, Bedrock exclusive enjoyers, the ones who love modern Minecraft and like keep playing it on Bedrock, are not actually necessarily those who grew up playing the legacy versions. There are a lot of people who have been turned away from playing Bedrock, myself included. And so I think returning to a legacy version and knowing that there's still a community here is a huge reason. I think if there wasn't any current community for the game, you would get some occasional people returning to the game being like, wow, this is really sweet, you know, and wow, oh my god, yeah, they didn't have this, or they used to have that, and like maybe build a few structures, call it a day. But the fact that there's still such a vibrant community, I think has this domino effect, or this like collateral effect on more people joining, knowing that there is a community to join and experience this version with others again, because I think that was such a big part of growing up with versions like this. That is the nature of owning an Xbox 360 when you're a kid, and is so much of the reason why I think Minecraft holds a special place in my heart, and specifically Legacy Minecraft, for the community aspect of it, which is still so strong today, thanks to places like Absentee Crown's Legacy Discord server, the people on there who keep each independent server running, you know, the Xbox 360 24/7 server, the Xbox One, PlayStation 3, 4, flippin' Nintendo Switch, Wii, I guess, you know, all over the place. There's a vibrant community in every corner, it seems, of Legacy Minecraft, and I think that's why people still play it to this day, and not just like hop on for a little bit, if that makes sense. But yeah, thank you so much for handing over the questions, and to everyone who plays Legacy Minecraft still, keep it up. We got some inner childs to heal.